All right, so don't go nowhere. The new drug. We got aiSkilly, and then we're gonna bring the conversation back to everybody talking about AI. So Skilly is an artist that we've had before. Actually, he was one of the first artists that we had on the Grustle Media channel back when we were doing the Convo podcast. So talk to us a little bit about your origins, just a little brief overview of who you are and what was the inspiration for you as I've known you for half my life, a real hip hop artist that created something with AI. And I'll be honest, I was a little surprised that you delved into that, knowing your origins and your background. But what the gentleman said is absolutely true. Like the project really is amazing, and it goes through a lot of different variety. But tell us a little about you and the inspiration behind aiSkilly.
Well, of course, I'm an MC at heart and an artist at heart, so I like to create all different type of atmospheres, man. I've been rapping, and I looked into the AI. I wasn't really too serious with the AI situation either, because I feel like it could be detrimental to the artist. But of course, I like to create. I like to put out things. I like to just have songs to just ride around with. I was having studio troubles, so I couldn't record, but I still wanted to create or whatever. So I talked to my boy Barry Black, and he put me on to a situation. I went over there, started looking around with it, and started creating to a certain
Mm-hmm.
degree. And that's basically what it was, man.
Now, the first song, "You Don't Know Me," man, is definitely an exciting start to the project. But as you go through the rest of the remainder of the songs, we notice that there's different voices for each song for the most part. Why did you utilize that? Like, what was the mind frame behind kind of using different voices for the various songs that are on the Eskille Experience? And what was the significance behind the title?
Well, the Eskille Experience is a title that I came up with a long time ago, more like as a teenager, listening to Jimi Hendrix, the Jimi Hendrix Experience. So all the way back then, I knew I wanted to create a project named the Eskille Experience or something experience. I wasn't even Eskille back then, but it was something experience. And but I knew that it wasn't just going to be a rap project. That was the thing. It wasn't just going to be rap. It had to be a full artist. It had to be hitting all different genres. So that's why I never named the project yet the Eskille Experience, and I done put out multiple projects. So that's where that particular situation came from.
What inspired you to say, like, I want to do an AI project in particular? I know, like, you linking up with Barry Black, learn a little bit about it. Shout out to B Black, shout out to Graham. But what was like the final, like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and just, this is what I'm gonna do.
Okay. With the AI situation, I didn't really know exactly if you could monetize it or even own it. So it wasn't really no point of even getting into it. Then I started doing some research on it. And it says if you follow a particular area, if you input your own beats that you made and you write it, don't use a prompt, then you can copyright it and it's yours.
Mm.
So once I did that and I started, the first song I did was Looking for You. And I was just trying it out.
And that's one of your R&B themed joints.
Right, because that when I started doing it, I really just wanted to showcase the songwriting for all different things. Like this isn't a project that I want to sell and promote and be like this is an artist. This is basically just a musical resume to try to get in songwriting camps and get into other artists so I could just be behind the scenes songwriting. Like that's not I'm not trying to get streams. The only reason why I put it on streams is because it's AI. So once somebody hears AI, it automatically turns them off. And then when it comes to the sync situations, they be kind of wary with it being AI too.
Mm.
So then I'm like, all right, let me just put it on streaming, and I got confidence in it that if you hear it, you're gonna like it. So let me put a little bit of bread behind it in the few, and then create a buzz with it, and then make them try to come to me with it instead of me trying to go to them with it.
Gotcha.
You know.
Understood. Understood. And speaking of looking for you, you got Looking for You, Look at My Life, Make Tomorrow Today, which I really like that song, man. Like that's like one of them R&B songs that we kind of grew up on. That's the kind of vibes it gave me. I was like, oh snap! Like, how did you utilize your artistic expression as you just said, or as an MC to kind of dig into an R&B themed bag?
I always wrote R&B. I didn't just write rap songs. I always wrote R&B. Once I started liking R&B, I put it to you like that. Because of course, when I started rapping, I was a battle rapper. I wasn't listening to R&B.
Mm-hmm.
But once I started liking R&B, then I started wanting to write, and then I go through life and I want to express all different things I want to express. I'm not angry all the time. I'm not in love all the time, and I'm not, trying to club all the time. So it's like I still wanted to express it in an artistic way, and it actually helped me do that because it was hard trying to find the artist and then trying to create the beat to go with the song and all of that. Like the marriage takes a while for it to do,
Mm-hmm.
and it takes a lot, especially with R&B. R&B and singing is different than rapping because most people, they don't really care about their tone. They just go in there and just rap, and that's that. With R&B, you got to hit the right notes. You got to make sure everything is everything. So with that, I was able to really to express that side,
Mm-hmm.
and just writing, man. Just
Mm-hmm.
make today, make tomorrow today, bro. Like just want to stop procrastinating and do what you got to do.
Yeah.
That's why I also did the remix to it because I wanted to actually imprint that because that's a good message, man. Like, because it's something that I got to try to live by myself. I be BSing all the time too, man. So it's like,
So that was the club version.
right. And that's, yeah, because with the club version was the one that happened first,
Mm-hmm.
but I was still trying to work it. And when I did the club version, I was like, yeah, that's good. But then it's like, nah, I want to hear it as a real song, as a real meaningful something that means more than just you just vibing in the club and you ain't really paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
So then when they created, little yacht music, I think it's more of a yacht music type of thing, but yeah,
Got you.
that's
Now, in comparison to the new drug, which was more of a elongated project since 2020, how long did it take for you to put together the Eskille Experience project?
well, that's the thing with AI. It took me about yo, it took me probably about 5, 6 hours, something like that.
Ah,
But that's from start to finish writing it. Like, cause I wrote the songs on the spot. None of the songs was something that I had in the cut and
right.
was like, yeah, let me see it. Nah, I just wrote it right then and there. So
Mm-hmm.
probably about 5 or 6 hours, different days. It wasn't all in one shot, but yeah.
Okay. So, just speaking about the marriage between AI and just the hip hop that we grew up on. Now, I know it was just a thought, but there was at least a conversation that the trio of you guys had in terms of let's see if we can marriage that AI with some of the real hip hop MCing that we grew up on. And I thought it was a fantastic idea, like this man versus machine type of project that could come together where you would utilize a real MC along with it's still a real MC, but it's just going to be an AI overlay, I guess you could say. And this is for both camps, is AI a tool that artists should be utilizing, right? That maybe have a lesser talent tier than both of you guys in terms of the MCing, is there a chance for overusage with the AI now that it's out? How do you, the three of you, feel about that?